So I wanted to talk about yesterday's price action, Monday, March 9th, 2026. Opening the charts Monday, you see that we had a massive gap down. Sunday's overnight session. And then depending on what time you opened your charts Monday morning, you saw that we had a nice uptrend getting back into the gap down area. So when I started looking, I had all this charted out, but I'm looking at open at 9:30, and I'm not going to take the first entry off of open. This is 9:29. If you took it, regardless, it worked. But here's what starts bugging me about today's price action. It's a 6.5 point bar. Now, a 6.5 point bar, once you put in your stop loss, which is one tick under where that goes, and in this case, because it's a failed second entry short, I would put my stop one tick underneath that, which really increases it. So, but you put your stop one tick under the bar, but your initial entry is one tick above the bar, right? You're actually trying to target, if it triggers one tick above this high-low, it's time to go. You could drop in a limit order and hope it gets filled, and that would be the way to do it, right? You buy two limit and hope it comes back. Takes it out, but that bugged me right there. 6.5 points. There you go. Continue on, and you see that it doesn't get the new high, and in fact, we start reversing again. So we end up with this nice substantial downtrend. At first, I'm drawing it kind of conservative, and it looks like we get a new low, right? But even based off of that, you could take this trigger right here. So working down, here's your low. First entry short, pull back, second entry short, right? Good, solid entry. Or you can anticipate that you're going to hit a new low for this. But here's a problem. For me, anyway, in my trading, that's another 6 point bar. Well, considering our trigger and stop loss, that now becomes 6.5 point bar. It's just, risk to reward, a good trade, but exposing myself to risk, not that good of an idea. That's a huge risk. This is what started influencing my decision to not take any trades. I started seeing these huge prints. If we look over here at our ATR, we've got 5.97. It's just a huge print. So here's another entry to go to the long. But here, you have another high low, 7 points. Second entry long, high low right here. 5.5 points, put in your trigger, your stop loss, that becomes 6 points. So it just influenced me today to not take any trades, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think our number one focus when we trade should be capital preservation. Something like this just didn't interest me today.